should we do? Gazpacho, I guess, man. Gazpacho are the next in line.
Gazpacho, yeah. So, wow, man, did we get the story behind this graphic on the when we interviewed Gabby for Dragoncast?
I don't, truthfully, I can't remember, man. But
I can't remember either.
I've just this minute, as we've been recording this, we're in between Zoom 40-minute breaks that we have to have because we don't pay for this. I've been speaking to Adria, who designed. He's done a few of the Dragon graphics as well, and he did all of the gazpacho boards. Because he's going to London, so I've been giving him some tips on where to go in London. If anyone's in London, number one pub I take everyone to, you have to go to Ye Old Cheshire Cheese down on Fleet Street, one of the oldest pubs in London, and I love it. Anyway, back to the graphic.
Be careful on the those stone stairs down into the toilets, though, man.
Yeah.
They're just basically a slide now.
And they've got caverns that date back to like 13th century or something, when it was a monastery still.
Yeah.
Wicked
but obviously that graphic, the gazpacho graphic, the soup cans. I mean, that's obviously a mashup between Andy Warhol and the Christian Hosoi fucking Rising Sun deck. It's mad, man. It's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
What is the story behind that, man?
I don't know, man. But I guess. Well, I guess I like it because it's something referencing his grandmother's secret recipe for gazpacho.
Gazpacho soup, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't. I keep asking Gabby, like, I do want to try. I want to try. He made us brunch that day, but I was upset we never got any gazpacho made by the man himself.
Were you? Were you upset about it? Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm not upset.
I thought you were sulking.
Yeah, I was. If you look closely, in 42 minutes in, you do see a few tears.
Yeah, you did serve us fish, though. You don't like fish, huh?
Yeah, true.
Smoked salmon. That was a banging brunch, man.
Yeah. I still need to go again, man. I'm gonna hit him up for some gazpacho. But yeah, gazpacho only had the two. It's that one and the coconuts board, which I like that because it makes
completely forgot about that, man. It's got a bit like coconuts sodomizing each other on it, man. Why?
Yeah.
Why would you want that?
I don't know, but for me, it kind of embodies a bit of Gabby and his.
Yeah, he's crazy. Man. I love him.
He's crazy. I love it, and that board just makes me. Those little coconuts, they're just like little Gabbies, just running around the board, just being a bit
sodomizing each other.
Yeah. but yeah, I think that's it for gazpacho, man. There were
yeah. What was the bottom of the coconut board? I quite liked that. That was sort of. I think it was just gazpacho. It's quite reminiscent of like the AS1 bottom, that old graphic. I quite like that, but I didn't really like the top. It looked like kind of something nasty under a microscope, you know? Like,
yeah. But cool. And then, I mean, after gazpacho, what else? I mean, there's a couple of other honorable mentions, maybe. What, like the Rick Lowe's whiteboards?
Whiteboards, they were good boards, I'll tell you that. But did they have a graphic? I don't know. There was a sticker that said pivot something. Oh, because maybe it was whiteboards and then it turned into pivot boards. But he sent me a board which was really cool. And I loved it, man. It's hanging on the wall downstairs. But I don't think it had a sticker that said pivot boards, which I think I took off. But he had a logo.
Yeah,
we're going to have to find a circle. I left that on, but then I did a little bit like sticker art on it. I didn't need to Tipex because it was already white. So no Tipex required. But yeah, man, they were great boards. Cool. I wonder what that guy's up to.
Yeah, I wonder, man. And then you got Northern Streetboards, Andy, big up Andy Bracegirdle.
Northern Streetboards also got one on the wall.
Yeah.
It's got the Northern Soul fist.
Yeah.
But
similar to the whiteboards, it was just quite plain, just with the logo on it.
Stronger logo, I think.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, I have to say that now, man, don't I?
Cool.
Yeah.
But he did some really cool like one-off colorways for people as well. I remember like some flip colors that people had that. I quite like that, like different colorways.
Yeah.
On the board.
Andy, safe, hits up, man. Let's go to. We're both in the north now.
Yeah.
Let's go skate indoors somewhere.
It's your car park, man.
Yeah, it's the best indoor skate park in the north of England, man.
I can't wait to come, man. I'm looking forward to it.
It's really nice, man. It's got some interesting graffiti.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
some good flair.
just some slogans, man. Like the naked man fears no pickpockets.
I like that, man. I like
I
that,
know.
man.
Yeah.
That could be a no fear T-shirt, but for modern
That
times.
could be a no fear T-shirt.
I think before we jump onto probably next we jump onto Dragan, but in between also never. I don't know if he ever had many graphics.
Hang on.
But Grosso.
Yeah,
Man.
Grosso. Yeah, there was some. I remember
Yeah.
a blue board and a red board, I think, with some white lines swirling around on it somewhere, and it had Grosso on it somewhere. But yeah, they're cool. But
yeah, and then also
no.
actually, my dad's I found the prototype. They never actually don't think they ever made through to production. Was the HBT Homeless Punky Tech boards, man. They never actually made it out the prototype stage, as far as I can remember. But so no real graphics to talk of, but just a little honourable mention to HBT.
Right, yeah, man. I didn't even know Simon was thinking about doing boards.
Yeah. I've got a bar that they left at my house after we took him to Spanish bar that time.
They had a cool sticker with a chainsaw on it. Yeah,
I've got that T-shirt somewhere. I really like that T-shirt, man. But
that was good.
cool. Yeah. And then I think after that, really, the next company with a ton of graphics is Dragan. I think there's a little story.
Hold the phone, man. Respect.
Ingo.
Yeah, he made a board, right? Didn't he?
Yeah. I thought I was getting excited. I thought you were reaching out a shot to pull in a respect board, but
no, I was shutting the window. I don't know. If anyone knows, drop us a postcard.
Drop us a postcard.
Yeah.
In the comments. Feed the algorithm. No,
safe. Okay, then Dragan. Yeah, Dragan has had a shitload of graphics come out really real quick. I mean, so what about that first one?
Yeah, man.
I think that board, but
that was one thing when we, when I was at Dragan and we started was, and I know Paul Nash actually came up to me a few months later when we were, I think it was when we did Urban Masters for my 40th birthday, and like that was the thing that at the time we hadn't had many new graphics out for many years in just pre-COVID times, and used to rock up at a skate contest, and that used to really annoy me. You'd rock up at Worlds and everybody was riding like the same 2 or 3 graphics. So that was one thing that I really was like, man, let's just drop a ton of graphics in quick succession. So when you rock up at a skate contest, people have got lots of different boards. And I remember we were on the tube and Paul Nash came up to me, big up Paul Nash, and he goes, Jay, you guys have succeeded. Everybody was holding a different graphic board.
Yeah, I remember that on the tube on the way to the roundabout.
Wandsworth roundabout. Yeah. So that was cool. But yeah, the first graphic, it's quite the alpha. I was never keen on the color on the top. It came out different than I expected.
What was it? It's like a blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it was meant to be a bit different blue, and it's all learning when you're making boards. But then the bottom graphic, it's got a funny story behind it. So at the time, I was working for a posh Belgian handbag company called Delvaux, the first company in the world apparently to ever make handbags, and they had a association with the artist Magritte, the Belgian artist, and they were doing handbags that said "Ceci n'est pas un Delvaux," which is a rip on his famous painting of "Ceci n'est pas," and excuse my French, literally "un pipe." This is not a pipe, with a drawing of a pipe. And so on the bottom it says this is not a test, and that was a rip on that. But the actual bottom design of it is from his famous painting. Is it called It's Raining Men, or is that just...
No, it's not called It's Raining Men. I'm not going to pretend I knew, but I just looked it up. It's called a Golconda.
That's it.
Yeah, and it's lots of raining men. So if you're going to have to drop in the logo, the graphic and the painting here, you can see that it was
where that came from.
Where that came from.
Yeah. And then, but out of all the Dragon graphics, because there's a lot to mention, what's one? Okay, I'm not going to go into my favorite.
We can go through them, and so there was the Bravo, which had
the toy soldiers.
For me, like the base and the top graphic, kind of the colors clashed quite a lot. I wasn't that into it, but I did really like the toy soldiers, man, because you are basically like a toy soldier when you're on the streetboard, you know, like.
Yeah. And
it's like that was cool. I've always thought when I saw the toy soldiers on Toy Story, you know, walking up the stairs. Yeah, I was like, no way, that's like a streetboard, man. So that was cool. But then the orange top clash, not for me, man.
No. And actually, the toy soldier idea came from I think it was Matt Jacobs, who then did. I remember him and Josh Newman. I had these toy soldiers spread all over our flat at that point, and that's kind of where the idea for that came from.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I've got one of those. No, they were little guys on skateboards.
Yeah. And that was the inspiration for that jacket.
It's in the top pocket of that shirt I stole from you.
All right, next.
So the Charlie, Matt Jacobs.
Yeah, Matt Jacobs. Big up Matt Jacobs, man. I really like the Charlie. He's a great illustrator.
Really cool board, man.
Yeah, really fresh colorway, like the white, really fresh, like looking. Alpha Bravo Charlie. And then what was next? Next was
After Dark, I think.
Yeah, that's my favorite graphic. I think one of my favorite Streetboard graphics ever.
That's definitely my favorite graphic from Dragan, man. Yeah, by a long way. I love it.
So that was done
in the basement, man. It looks perfect.
Man, mine got stolen out the back of my car.
It's in my dungeon.
Yeah.
I know.
But I do have just the graphic. B sent me just the graphic, so I do have that. And shout out to Mads. She's an incredible artist, tattoo artist, really big tattoo artist in New York right now. She does she presents shows and stuff. And she had also done originally the True School hoodie, which I normally am wearing quite a lot sometimes, which I love. It's my favorite True School graphic, and it was like, let's do something similar to that for Dragan. So the Dragan, is her take on the logo, and the bottom is from one of her artwork. And a lot of people don't realize that the bottom is, if you stand out, you can see it is a face. And that's
I had to properly point out it is.
Yeah,
like I had to show him on my board where the lips were and the eyebrow, but it's so obvious to me.
Yeah, I know.
I see it straight away.
Yeah, because if you know it, though, I think it's a lot of people haven't, and I've had to do that with people as well. With that, and it's when you stand back, you see it a bit more. But yeah, that's got to be my favorite Dragan graphic for sure. Talking about the Dragan graphics, we have to give a shout out to Juan the Shadow, because that was taken from the Shadow Monkeys. The Shadow Monkeys who he did the animation behind the Shadow Monkeys intro, and so we hit up him to do the Shadow, which is, I definitely think it's a very accomplished graphic in terms of the illustration and stuff. That was sick. Cool. I mean, I think that's the Dragan graphics.
Everything?
You've got the pro models. I love the Sergi one, because the inspiration from that was Steph did that one again. And, the inspiration behind that, just for anybody who doesn't know, Sergi loves candy. He's not a man who drinks a lot. He doesn't really, he hasn't got any major vices like ourselves, but he always loves candy. So those bright colors were trying to be reminiscent of the candy that you'd often see Sergi chomping on when you were out skating. So that's a bit of the inspiration.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. It's got a bit of a sort of kind of got a bit of a VHS vibe to it. Yeah. I really like that board, actually. And what I'm riding at the moment, the Dragan Alex Villanueva board, I really like it, man. Apparently there's a story behind all the little animals on it, but still waiting for that content. But I really like it. It's got a nice balance of colors.
That was done by Adavia again. That was another
really cool,
graphic.
Man. And then we got the Simon Johns, which came out recently.
Yeah.
Which is you can watch the video of him explaining where the inspiration came from. Another Jack Johnson board, and he did the one with a bullet. What was that called?
Man, I was the one who named it, and I can't even remember. Caliber. The
Caliber, yeah, not the non-alcoholic lager.
Sorry,
the hardcore band from London.
Yeah, 50 cal, man. Big up 50
Yeah.
cal. But yeah, that was the Caliber. That was really cool. That was quite cool. The process on that was actually quite cool going through with Jack, because we're trying to get some ideas, and then he had a painting of the bullet that's used in it, and then I think we were just talking. I was like, do you know, it'd be really cool having him catching a bullet in teeth, because I think he had another painting with the teeth. So he's done a mash up of some of his previous work.
I think we had him on a podcast, man, and he think it was about the vaccine.
There was a bullet, there was a COVID. That was it. There was a COVID virus, and the bullet going towards it.
Yeah. But then it just ended up being someone catching a bullet in their teeth.
Then on to the latest addition to the Streetboard family. You've got Delavia coming out of Germany. So I've got my strap on it that I use to carry my board when I'm cycling around. I haven't taken it off, but this has to be my favorite. I think it's a stereo, this one, and it's just plain black. Now, man, I pretty much exclusively wear black, but I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and get a better picture of it than on my webcam. Thomas Keenley has done me a nice little True School a la Mads logo on it, which is just like etched into it, which is banging. And on the side, I also have London Streetboard in '99, man. So big up, Thomas. This is one of my favorite boards. What I love is that it's matte on top, and you got the flip on the back, on the bottom, and that's got the shiny, man, and it's just all black. I love this board. It's 53, especially for me.
It's cool, man. I like minimal graphics, really.
Yeah, me too, man. So Delavia have their plain wood one, which is beautiful, really nice. I know Nils, big up Nils, she rides the plain wood one. And the great thing is
the ghost press. That's really cool, actually. So it's like a dark green and a light, like a forest green. I would call the dark green like a Dark Angels green. For anyone in the know, that's a Dark Angels green, and the other one is I guess for normal people it would be a forest green, but for me that's Cachetang green.
Well, sweet, man. No, I do. I mean, I love the Delavia boards, man. The Delavia boards have I am really enjoying riding this one right now, and thank you, big up to Thomas Keenley and the Delavia crew, the Ositos crew, for bringing them through. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a really good roundup of Streetboard Graphics. There's a lot more than I ever thought there would be, man.
I think there was quite a lot of like sort of deep cut snakeboard stuff that we didn't cover, man. Like different colored stickers and colorways and things like that. But if you want to check out all that stuff, look at Streetboard Collector.
Yeah, big up Streetboard
Collector. Something.
And we'll put it in the comments. Hey, we haven't actually really gone on to the latest addition to the Streetboard world, which are the new Snakeboards. I do really like. I mean, the one thing I love about the new one is that it is, like we were saying earlier, it goes back to that original shape, and they look so fresh with some forward cross straps on there. They really do, and that little cutout in the middle is just like, it's just so distinctive. You see it and you know what it is, and yeah, you can peek through it. You can do a lot of stuff. But yeah, man, I think that's a good roundup of all. Like, we haven't hit everything, but really, history of streetboarding. That's the thing. You actually realize we do have a deep history, and there's a lot. There was a lot to cover, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man.
Yeah, I've got to go and do my shopping, mate. I've got to get some cat litter and booze and firewood.
Cool. I've got to help do some cooking, I think.
What one in Spanish Christmas?
Well, I'm going to do. I don't know really. It's all been a bit all over the place. It's my first one spending in Spain, so next episode I'll let you guys know. Any last words for this one? No. No.
Do your best in 2024.
Yeah, do your best.
Do your best.
Do your best. Just keep riding, man. Just keep strapping in. Keep strapping in. That's mine for 2024. And
eat liver.
Yeah, eat liver.
Yeah, eat liver, man.
Eat liver. Eat liver. Keep rolling.
It's good for you.
Keep it stuck here at Red Pen. We got a new issue coming up. So the print magazine, we will have a new issue in 2024. I've got quite a lot of stuff getting together with it. And I guess from whenever this comes out, either Happy Christmas, a Happy New Year, a lovely Valentine's, Happy Chinese New Year, I don't know, Eid Mubarak.
It's not going to be out for Christmas, man. That's like now. It's
tomorrow, man. We can do it in the like. Yeah, for me, it's the period between now and New Year's. So
before New Year, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Cool. But safe. We've been Red Pen. Thank you, Sam. That was fun.